Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Yeah, that was a nice play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Scott to return it.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Ready? Sixty Bison, 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
18 Rebel, 18 Rebel.
From the gun, it's Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. James Bradbury running in and finishing that play on the corner blitz.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick-6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A first down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Jones throwing for it.
It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that is no good. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Panther 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
from 13 yards out.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now Jones on third down. And that is incomplete.
There's like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got some, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
79 Broncos.
But first down, Hurts.
It's caught, Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 13-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Operating from the gun, Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this.
And now the rookie's free. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kenny Galladay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants get a bit closer.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
65 catch, 65 catch.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Running right, here's Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's got Slayton on the slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Hey!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 2nd and inches, Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around. And
touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A give running left. It's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this one complete to Smith. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been.
And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me. cover. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we